It's time now for high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Good Tuesday afternoon from historic Gnadenhutten. Welcome to WKLM Sports' continuing coverage of high school baseball for the 2025 season. I'm Bill Morgan, and today, West Holmes in sectional tournament action battle always tough Indian Valley. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, I'll be joined by former West Holmes coach Bill Pym. Will break down what the Knights have accomplished in 2025 and what to expect out of an always solid Indian Valley squad when this game gets underway. Our game today being brought to you in part by great sponsors all across Holmes County, including Kilbuck Savings Bank and Buckeye Deli, a proud sponsor of our Player of the Game. Coming up as the Tuesday afternoon edition of our pregame show rolls on, WKLM Sports Director Matt Croy talks with West Holmes head coach Wyatt Miller. That's next with WKLM Sports.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Get these sizzling Memorial Day deals all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have Ballpark Meat Franks, $1.98. Johnsonville Bratwurst for $4.98. Oscar Mayer Meat Franks, $3.98. Sugardale Hot Dogs, $1.48. 2-pound Snow Floss Kraut, $2.48. Custard Stand Hot Dog Chili, $4.98. Hamburger Hot Dog Buns, 2 for $5. Bush's Baked Beans, 2 for $5. Kraft Shredded Cheese, 2 for $5. Plus download your digital coupon for crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Roadie's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomeranian Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomeranian brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomeranian provider nearby. Visit PomeranianHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomeranian Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Home Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
And I'm joined by Westville's Knights head baseball coach Wyatt Miller, finishing up regular season play at 11-10, 7-5, and tied for third place in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. And Wyatt, your thoughts on how the regular season has kind of played out for your team?
Yeah, it's been an up and down year. You know, we've had some streaks and had some games where we've played really well, and then obviously we've had some that haven't went our way. I mean, overall, as far as, you know, what we kind of expected going into the year, probably a little bit below what we expected. But as far as the way the team has kind of answered to some of the adversity that we've had throughout the year has been really good. You know, these guys have continued to battle, stay together as a team, and still continue to go out there with the goal of winning every single game and going out to compete. So overall, pretty happy with it. You know, obviously tied third for the OCCs, pretty good deal. You know, when you play tough competition every single week and see the teams that we do every single week, you know, you take that as a win on that side.
No question about that. And of course, you begin tournament play on the road as the 4 seed. You'll take on the 3 seed Indian Valley. Talk about that, obviously taking on a good Indian Valley team on the road here, but that's the team you wanted to take on here to kick things off.
Yeah, absolutely. It was our choice to go right towards Indian Valley. We were supposed to have him earlier in the year, and some weather got in the way of that. But, you know, having Manny Camacho as a pitcher and being able to throw him right at a team like this right off the rip, it really was our deciding factor. You know, I talked to the guys before we made the choice, and I said, listen, you know, our goal was a district championship. That's been our goal the last couple of years, and it's our heaviest goal this year probably. And to get to that district championship and win the district championship, we've seen this as our best route to it and best route to be able to do it. You know, it sets us up well pitching-wise for today, the next game, and the following game. But obviously the first step is getting through this game. You know, we have to have, 9 guys, 10 guys ready to go today and ready to come out against a really good Indian Valley team, and we have to come home with a win today. You know, once it comes tournament time, it's win or go home. So that has to be the mentality.
You mentioned Manny. He's been dominant on the mound throughout the season, and certainly we knew the talent even going back to the last year as a sophomore here, but he's really taken up another notch here, or several notches this year. Talk about the development of Manny Camacho, what's allowed him to get to the point where he has been as dominant as he has throughout the spring.
Manny just absolutely worked his butt off all off season. You know, he played a lot of ball, threw a lot of pitches, and just got used to himself, got used to his arm, and got comfortable in his own body, and he's really taken on the role of the leader of the team. You know, I know me and Manny talked about it a lot in the off season of, you know, what's your role, where are you going to find yourself on the team, you know, and he's taken over this team. You know, it's become his team. So really proud of what Manny's done so far, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in this tournament run because, like I said, if he goes out and is as dominant as he's been all regular season, we should be able to make a serious run, and it's going to be on the shoulders of Manny. And I think he's ready for it, he's prepared for it, and he's excited for it.
That's obviously a big key. Now, aside from that, you mentioned it really comes down to guys going out there and taking care of business. What other things you're looking for from your team here today?
Just have to make the plays we're supposed to make. Everything that's in our control, we have to control. Obviously, there's going to be some things that are out of our control. We can't worry about those things. We have to worry about what's in our control, make the plays we're supposed to make, and we got to find a way to produce some runs. You know, I think that's going to be the biggest thing tonight. Biggest, difference maker in tonight's game is going to be who produces those runs early, and I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, when you have a 3 and a 4 seed match up, and both have, pretty good pitchers, it's going to be a tight game, and that's what I expect tonight. So we have to make the plays we're supposed to make on defense, come in, produce some runs when we need them the most, and as long as Manny's doing what he's done all year, I think we were able to come out on top tonight for sure.
All right, Wyatt, thanks for your time and good luck today.
Appreciate it, Matt.
That's the voice of Westfield's Knights head baseball coach, Wyatt Miller.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you on WKLM by Holmes Siding Contractors.
Buckeye Career Center is now accepting full-time adult education applications for next school year. We offer 10 full-time adult programs including cosmetology, aesthetics, dental assisting, HVACR, heavy equipment CDLA operator, law enforcement training academy, medical assisting, medical office support, utility line worker, and welding technology, with nearly all courses completed in only 9 months. Grants and financial aid are available for those who qualify. Don't wait. Take control of your future today. Apply now at BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Get luxury for every home with Montana Forge Hardware and MRV Siding Supply. Montana Forge provides custom luxury for every home and is one of the most affordable luxury brands in the industry, with solid forged brass designer hardware manufactured to the highest standards. Don't forget about beautiful Montana Forge bath hardware, available in all Montana Forge finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
The high school baseball pregame show continuing with WKLM Sports ahead of the matchup today between the Knights of West Holmes and Indian Valley down in Gnadenhutten. Now, at the least of your viewing/listening priorities are the names of the announcers, but very simple to remember, Bill and Bill. I'm Bill Morgan, the guy who actually knows something about baseball, is former West Holmes coach Bill Pym. And Coach, when you talk about what's going on in the dugouts, we'll talk about the players in a couple of minutes, but for Wyatt Miller in the West Holmes dugout, for Aaron Rea in the Braves dugout, what's going through their mind at tournament time, something that you, of course, went through during your time with the Knights?
Well, it's good to be here, first of all. If I'm Wyatt Miller right now, I'm watching Indian Valley really very, very closely take infield. I'm watching their catcher, how they throw. That's the big thing. The left field, center field, right field, do they have arms? How do they throw? Are they up? Are they peppy? Or are they kind of down? Can we win the pregame infield practice? Really is kind of what I'm looking at right now.
And, Coach, if we compare baseball to football, not that there's necessarily a comparison, but from this angle, football, there's a lot of scouting that goes on. They use Huddle now and know all about this team and that team as they go down their playing list. How much of that in terms of scouting goes on in baseball? Very much or not necessarily so.
Throughout the regular season, not a whole lot. For a tournament, I'm sure that both teams have scouted each other. The JV coach for West Holmes goes out and scouts. Sometimes they ask me to scout. They haven't this year yet. But, yeah, a lot of times during the regular season, you play each team twice, back-to-back in leg. So you use the scouting report from the first game for the second game, that sort of thing. Or you can go into last year and go back to your scorebook and see what you got people out on, that sort of thing.
For the Indian Valley folks who are locked in and watching and listening today, the West Holmes fans are going to be very aware of this name. But for the Braves fans, tell them about the young man that will start on the mound today for Coach Miller's team in Manny Camacho, a very talented junior.
Well, the fans may not know his name, but I'm sure the team does. West Holmes in the draw jumped all over Indian Valley. Well, we have 3 and 4 seeds, something like that. The 4 seed jumped on the 3 seed, and if you're Indian Valley, I'm sure you didn't want to see Manny Camacho coming at you. He throws hard, probably upper 80s. People haven't hit him all year, to be honest. He's striking out about 2 batters an inning, mixes in a breaking pitch every now and then. He's got a full ride scholarship to Kent State. Kent State's not just going to sign anybody. So Indian Valley's going to have their hands full seeing him. And really, in tournament, that's what it all comes down to, who's the guy on the mound. I know as a coach, when somebody would pick us to play, first thing I'm looking at, okay, do they have that stud? Do they have that guy? West Holmes has that guy.
Coming up as our pregame show draws closer and closer to first pitch, Coach and I will talk more about the matchup today between the Knights and Indian Valley. Our broadcast being brought to you in part by a number of great sponsors throughout the Holmes and Tuscarawas County areas, including Kaufman Realty. Also, as a part of our sponsorship, Pomerene Hospital, and many, many more. We'll come back and check the starting lineups. It is all on the way with WKLM Sports.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Save $500 on a matching GE full-sized washer and dryer set, now just $5.99 each. Save $1,100 on a 27 cubic foot stainless steel GE French door refrigerator, now just $14.99. With summer grilling season here, get free assembly on all Weber grills and Blackstone griddles. We offer free in-carton drop-off on all appliances or have our dedicated delivery team professionally install your appliance purchase. Qualified customers get 0% financing through May of 2026. So visit us today or shop 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
The West Holmes Knights and Indian Valley from a beautiful facility here in Gnaden, right behind Indian Valley High School, about 15 minutes away from first pitch in high school baseball tournament action. I'm Bill Morgan with former Knights coach Bill Pym. Time now to check our starting lineups, being brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Save yourself time and money. No stamp needed. You can pay your bill online or through their mobile application, Smart Hub, a free service with no fees for using your bank account, credit, or debit card. For Indian Valley, led by head coach Aaron Rea, leading off the shortstop Riker Williams. Riker, like a number of the players for both the Braves and the Knights today, multi-sport athletes. Riker's certainly one of the stars of that Indian Valley football team back in the fall that won the state championship. Batting in the two-hole, number 13, Austin McCreary, the center fielder. Batting in the third spot, the pitcher, number 4, Spencer Haney. In the cleanup position, number 3, third baseman, Deegan Bieber. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 8, Jackson Bircher. Bircher batting for the first baseman, Maddox Caldwell. Batting sixth and catching, Skylar Haney. And Skylar Haney and the pitcher, Spencer Haney, are indeed brothers, in case you're wondering. Number 25, batting seventh, in left field, Eric Golder. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 18, Cam Anama, and batting ninth, playing second base, Kylan McDonald. Well, you're in the middle of our Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative starting lineups. Time now for the West Holmes Knights, led by head coach Wyatt Miller. Leading off at shortstop, number 2, Brock Gallion. Batting second, wearing number 4, the center fielder, Logan Zollers. Number 12, Morgan Smith, will play third base and bat third. The talented pitcher we were discussing earlier on in the pregame show, Junior Manny Camacho, the big lefty, wears number 20, and as we mentioned, he'll be on the mound today. Batting fifth, number 5, the catcher, Jefferson Yoder. Batting sixth, wearing number 3 and playing first base, Cooper Booth. Batting seventh, number 8, Chris Williams, the second baseman. In left field, number 10, Colston Tenney, and batting ninth, wearing number 7, the right fielder, Nate Sprang. Those are our starting lineups today, brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Members of the Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative save money on their monthly bills by reading their own meters. It's quick and easy. You can pay your bill and submit your meter reading through the mobile application with no fees. On vacation, no problem. Members can schedule their payment. Coming up, Coach and I will tell you more about both these teams, the West Holmes Knights and the Indian Valley Braves sectional baseball tournament action continuing next on WKLM Sports.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Stop in for Memorial Day sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have 81% lean family pack fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. USDA Choice Boneless New York strip steak for $10.98 a pound. Gerber Skinless Boneless chicken breast, $4.99 a pound. And USDA Select Boneless whole beef brisket, $4.98 a pound. We also have USDA Select beef cube steak, $5.29 a pound. USDA Choice beef round sirloin tip roast, $4.98 a pound. And 26 to 30 count Southern Seas cooked shrimp for $6.98. Get these great deals now through Memorial Day at Roadie's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB Advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
Ready to hit the road toward a high-demand career? Buckeye Career Center is proud to participate in the Ohio Commercial Truck Driver Student Aid Program. This state-funded initiative helps cover the cost of your CDL training through grants and loans offered by the state of Ohio. Don't miss this opportunity to start a rewarding career. Call Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Department at 330-339-2288 today to learn more or to apply for the program. You can also visit buckeyecareercenter.org for more information.
High school tournament baseball with WKLM Sports. I'm Bill Morgan with Bill Pym, and also thanks to the folks at Claxon Communications for making the video end of what you are seeing today happen. Logan McPeek, our producer, and Micayela Plants running one of our cameras. And now a lot of people wondered, especially the weather forecast changed about midday. They set a chance of rain, and Coach, some folks popping up their umbrellas now down in front of us.
Well, we're undercover here in the press box, so that's kind of nice for sure.
So we'll have to wait and see whether or not that does affect the way this game is played. The infield here at the Indian Valley Complex is all turf. Meanwhile, the outfield is natural grass. These two teams battling, of course, to advance on in tournament play. We'll set you up with who they would play, the winner of this game. And that would not be until next week. And, Coach, I guess when you talk about game number 2 for the Knights or for Indian Valley not being until next week, the good news is you can put your number 1 guy out there in back-to-back tourney games.
Absolutely. And I think one of the reasons, well, I know one of the reasons because I talk to Coach Miller quite often, that they jumped on Indian Valley is they're looking at winning a district championship. They're not just looking at winning a game in the tournament, as some teams do, are just happy to win a game, win a sectional. Coach Miller's trying to get to the regionals, and he's got the arm to do it, and he thought the best path to do that would be through Indian Valley. If they win this game, they would play a lesser seed at home in the second round.
So we will wait and see how all of that plays out. We mentioned the weather right now, cloudy skies, and certainly a breeze blowing here in Gnaden and some very light rain. But the Knights are out on the field finishing their infield and outfield warm-ups as we get ready to go for first pitch today. It's West Holmes battling Indian Valley on the Braves home field. More on our Tuesday edition of the high school baseball pregame show coming right up with WKLM Sports.
Transform your home with the timeless beauty of cedar without the hassle. An MRV Siding Supply with maintenance-free sham-clad shiplap siding. The perfect blend of style and durability. Whether it's for porch ceilings, siding, or shutters, their sham-clad shiplap siding offers the latest designs that everyone is talking about. No staining, no sealing, just stunning, hassle-free elegance. Get the look of cedar and elevate your home with sham-clad shiplap siding today. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Denco Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denco takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denco and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
The head coaches and the umpires completing the home plate meeting ahead of first pitch today between West Holmes and Indian Valley. Ty and Nama will be the acting head coach today for the Braves. Head varsity coach Aaron Rea not with the team today, and of course Wyatt Miller, he's standing over in the other batter's box as these two teams continue their discussions ahead of first pitch. Tell us a little bit more, Coach, about Manny Camacho in terms of the strengths of his game on the mound, what his best pitches are, and what the fans can expect to see today.
Well, his best pitch is his fastball. He doesn't really have to get too cute. Just throw the ball down the middle of the plate if you have to and just make people hit it. There's been so many swings and misses this year. We had one game the team had, I counted 36 swings and misses. That's a lot in 7 innings. The kids just can't seem to time him up and hit him. Now it's later in the season, and usually batters start to catch up to pitchers as we go along into May and into June even. So we'll see how Indian Valley does today against his speed.
And, Coach, while we're focused, obviously, on the Knights getting a win today and advancing on, for Manny to have success at the Division I level, especially with a very good mid-major program like Kent State, what will he have to grow in and do better at that collegiate level?
Well, he's got to work on his control, for one thing. You got to be able to throw a pitch for a strike anytime he wants to throw it. We've seen games this year where he's had trouble finding the strike zone. So he's got to work on his control. His velocity's probably going to have to increase. You know, you're getting high school kids out, but you get up into Division I level in college, all those guys can hit, right? So, you know, you got to have off speed to mix in and throw that for strikes as well.
Coming up next, we'll have the first pitch. It is West Holmes and India Valley battling in high school sectional baseball tournament action next with WKLM Sports.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Savings throughout the store, including the top-rated line of Speed Queen laundry products. Plus, get kitchen package savings of over $2,000 from GE Cafe, or rebates up to $3,000 from KitchenAid. Building or remodeling? Package discounts are available, and Millersburg Electric will keep your appliance package in stock until you are ready for delivery. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit during the Spring into Summer event at Millersburg Electric on State Route 83 or 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
High school baseball tournament action continuing. We're going to go down to the field and listen to the national anthem.
Vikert Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
High school baseball just about ready to get underway. Thanks for joining us for the national anthem a moment ago, and the national anthem prior to every high school baseball broadcast brought to you by the great men and women of the Holmes County Veteran Services. Thanks for supporting local high school sports. Tonight's opening pitch being service of MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia siding, decorative siding, windows and doors, Provia manufactured stone and accessories, and they're located on County Road 624 in Millersburg. MRV Siding Supply. Give them a call. It's toll free, 800-524-7436. As you see, Indian Valley pitcher Spencer Haney finishing his warm-ups, and the catcher and his brother Skylar Haney gunning a throw on down to second base, as West Holmes, of course being the visiting team, will start it at the plate. Shortstop Brock Gallion, the right-handed hitter, to lead things off. A cool afternoon, cloudy skies, windy from time to time, and at times as well a light and misting rain. Haney checks with Haney in the first pitch of the afternoon. It hits the batter, so Brock Gallion will reach after being hit by the pitch.
We've said all year, as Brock Gallion goes, so go the Knights offensively, and that's huge to get on base with that first pitch. He usually swings at the first pitch, so that's a break for the Knights for sure.
That'll bring the center fielder, Logan Zowlers, to the plate. Man on. Top of the first inning, no score. Haney's pitch bounced up the middle. That'll sneak into center field for a Knights base hit. So Gallion will stop at second, and 2 pitches, coach, 2 base runners for West Holmes.
Not quite what Haney was expecting, I don't think. Apparently he's been out for a couple of weeks with an arm injury. This is his first time back. But at this point in the season, in tournament, you're throwing the best you got. So we know this is the best pitcher they have. But certainly not what he expected. Bunting situation there with Morgan Smith. We'll see what happens.
The third baseman, with his first opportunity at the plate, he'll show bunt. Bunts it right back to the mound. The throw to third, and they're going to say they got him. A very close play at third base, but infield umpire Bruce Walker said the throw beat him to the bag, so 1 out, still 2 on.
It's a break for the Braves. That was an awful close play. I'm not sure you can challenge that with video, can you, like the major leagues?
Well, if we could, we might be here a lot longer today, but because I'm sure Coach would have challenged that. That'll bring Manny Camacho, the big left-handed hitting pitcher, to the plate. Haney's first pitch to him. Manny swinging and missing.
One thing, when you bunt on the turf, the ball's going to come off a little harder than it would on grass, so the ball got to the pitcher really quickly, and he chose to go to third. You don't get that out, the bases are loaded and no outs, and now you're in big trouble.
Well, and I'm sure in an ideal world, Coach Miller would have liked to seen that bunt go more down one of the baselines and right back to the pitcher. 1-1 on Manny Camacho. The pitch chopped over to the first base side and off the facing of the Knights dugout. 1-2.
Those are the kind of plays you have to execute, either team, if you want to win. West Holmes, you got to move those runners up there, and if you're Indian Valley, to make that play, that's big.
Haney ready. The runners are in motion to throw down to third base, and they got him at third. So 2 throwouts at third. 1 on the sacrifice bunt attempt. But now 2 outs in the inning and a runner at second.
I've got no problem with running there. You know, you didn't get the bunt down, but so you just see if you can steal. Let's find out early if that catcher can throw or not. Nice throw by the catcher.
The 2-2 to Camacho. Pops it up, fouling out of play, third base side. Well, really outstanding athletic facilities all over here at Indian Valley. Beyond the center field wall is the Brotherhood HVAC football stadium that they put in a few years back. The next pitch to Camacho, missing outside as the count now full.
You asked me about scouting earlier. You know, of course, I've seen West Holmes all year. I want no part of Manny Camacho here with first base open and 2 outs. 1-0 might win this game.
The next pitch, a swing and a miss as Haney fans him and hustles off the field, pumping his fist. After a half inning of play, West Holmes scoreless. Indian Valley coming to bat with WKLM Sports.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
After a half inning of play, West Holmes scoreless, Indian Valley coming to bat, and Bill, certainly West Holmes had their opportunities in the top of the first inning, but a couple of nice defensive plays by Indian Valley, one from the pitcher, one from the catcher, throwing runners out at third.
Yeah, you got to take advantage, like we said in the first inning there, of all your opportunities. And if give credit to Indian Valley, though, they made the plays when they had to. That throw on the bunt to third was just barely out, but it was an out, and then the catcher made a nice throw on the steal. Watching Manny warm up here, he's throwing pretty well. It's ball's coming pretty fast in there.
The southpaw, Manny Camacho, facing Riker Williams, and a called strike as Camacho poured it plateward. Riker Williams just finishing up his 10th grade year in Gnaden. Certainly one of the more talented athletes in recent years here at Indian Valley. Starting quarterback on the state championship football team. One of the leading scorers on the basketball team. And he's a 10th grader. The 1-1 pitch, called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Every district wishes they had a kid like that come in as a sophomore, lead him to the state championship and be a stud in basketball as well.
The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss as Camacho fans the first batter he faces in the Braves' talented 10th grade shortstop.
Getting the stats here from our statistician on the camera over here. 1,200 yards rushing for him, 11 TDs passing, about 1,100 yards passing. So he did it all for that team for sure.
And he was a pretty big stud as well, Coach, defensively. So there you have it. Center fielder Austin McCreary to the plate. And first pitch that he sees missing off the plate.
So he played offense and defense in
football
both?
Really? And I'm not real sure he came off the field.
That's unusual.
That ball popped up. The shortstop, Gallion, backpedaling, was on the lip of the left field grass, then back in to the turf in the infield to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
I'm a firm believer in practice having pitching machines and simulating the speeds you're going to see in the games. We had 2 pitching machines that you could put any speed you wanted and any pitches you wanted too, as far as sliders, curveballs, and such. It's Indian Valley, if you're not used to this speed, you're not going to hit it. So I don't know if they got machines and they got him cranked up to what he throws, but it's very difficult to hit a ball coming in that fast if you're not used to seeing it.
The first pitch to Camacho's opposite number, Indian Valley pitcher Spencer Haney. Missing inside. The next pitch quickly fouled back. 1-1. Haney faced Camacho when they were in the opposite roles and struck him out to end the top of the first. The next pitch, not real sure where that was, but apparently it was not in the strike zone. 2-1. Spencer hitting from the right side of the plate. The 2-1 pitch, that's fouled off and out of play. The count at 2-2.
The Indian Valley hitters are really aggressive. They're getting good cuts in, so man, he has to mix up his off-speed stuff here today.
The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as Manny Camacho and the Knights at Indian Valley down 1-2-3 in the first. After one inning, West Holmes at Indian Valley scoreless with WKLM Sports.
Get these sizzling Memorial Day deals all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have ballpark meat franks, $1.98. Johnsonville bratwurst for $4.98. Oscar Mayer meat franks, $3.98. Sugardale hot dogs, $1.48. 2-pound snow floss kraut, $2.48. Custard stand hot dog chili, $4.98. Hamburger hot dog buns, 2 for $5. Bush's baked beans, 2 for $5. Kraft shredded cheese, 2 for $5. Plus download your digital coupon for crazy low price on select items Thursday through Sunday at Roadie's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
West Holmes and Indian Valley scoreless after one inning as the Knights ready to face Haney for frame number 2. Catcher Jefferson Yoder to lead it off and lifts a fly ball into short left field. And the left fielder coming in, Eric Golder, to make the catch for the first out of inning number 2. That'll bring Knights left-handed hitting first baseman Cooper Booth to the plate. High school tournament baseball with WKLM being brought to you today by Holmes Wayne Electric and the great folks at the Holmes County Veterans Services. Haney's first pitch slapped to short. Fielded by Riker Williams. Long throw to first just in time to get Cooper hustling down first base. 2 up and 2 down. 2 pitches and 2 outs.
This is the kind of thing that drives me crazy as a coach. My kids swing at first pitches. I say, if you can swing at first pitch you want, better get a hit, though. Chris Williams now needs to take a pitch here. Of course, he hasn't played a whole lot this year, so we'll see. And he does a check swing, which really drives me crazy when you do a check swing on the first pitch. You're either going to swing with all you got or you're going to take the pitch.
0-1 on Williams. Haney's next pitch down low and skips to the backstop, but other than it being a ball, doesn't really matter with nobody on base. In case you're just joining us for the live stream, the infield here is turf, the outfield is grass. The 1-1 pitch slapped to third, scooped, and firing on to first base. Nice job digging it out that time. Indian Valley, the first baseman Maddox Caldwell with the low throw by Deegan Bieber at third. After an inning and a half, West Holmes and the Braves of Indian Valley scoreless with WKLM Sports.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit waynedoor.com for a free quote today.
Are you ready to take the next step toward an exciting future? Buckeye Career Center is still accepting high school applications for next school year. Let us help you discover your passion and prepare for your future.
My name is Andrea Lab, and I'm a double lab student in graphic arts and floral design. Buckeye has given me many hands-on career-related experiences. Without Buckeye, I would not have had the opportunity to obtain an internship in web design.
Spots are filling up fast, so don't wait. Whether you're interested in technology, healthcare, or skilled trades, Buckeye Career Center has a program for you. Apply now at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Deegan Bieber batting to lead off the Indian Valley second, down 0-2, and a nice pitch that time that wasn't the fastball coach, fanning Bieber to start the Braves' second inning.
That's a nasty pitch. You're probably not going to hit that pitch if you swung or not. A breaking ball, low and inside, tough pitch to hit.
That'll bring the designated hitter, Jackson Bircher, to the plate. He's batting for the first baseman, Maddox Caldwell. Camacho's first pitch to him fouled back and out of play.
You know, we talk about swinging earlier in the count or taking pitches and going deep in the count. With Manny, you just kind of see what kind of game he's on today. If he's on his game, you better swing early in the count. Then you got 3 chances of hitting as opposed to 2. Sometimes he's off, and you want to take pitches and see if you can get him rattled.
Bircher swinging and missing at the second offering. The next pitch from Camacho up high. Well, certainly one thing for people who have never seen Manny pitch before, especially when you're talking about coach getting an opportunity at the higher level, he passes the look test right away.
He's what they're looking for sure.
Especially as a lefty. The 1-2 pitch. Ball chopped and foul down the third baseline.
But as we said, unless the Indian Valley hitters are used to seeing this kind of velocity, they're going to have trouble. So like I say, if they're seeing that off machines in practice, there aren't too many batting practice pitchers that throw that hard where they can see that kind of velocity.
Bircher stepping out of that right-handed box, climbs back in, down on the count, 1-2. Camacho ready. And that 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. So Camacho has fanned 4 of the first 5 that he has faced. Were scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. As for the Braves, their catcher Skylar Haney comes to the plate.
I said before, when I look at stats of a pitcher, I compare innings to strikeouts. If they have as many strikeouts as innings, that's pretty good. With Camacho, it's 2 strikeouts per inning.
Camacho's first pitch to Skylar Haney, a swing and a miss.
And he's just gotten better and better as the year's gone on.
The 0-1 offering. Called strike inside part of the plate.
Keep in mind the tournament game last year against St. Clairsville, Manny was kind of an afterthought as a pitcher. Carson Tanner was the starting pitcher.
The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. So not only do the Braves this time go down in order, but striking out the side is Manny Camacho. After 2 complete in Gnadenhutten, West Holmes and the Braves scoreless with WKLM Sports.
When you're thinking of the right accessories to add to your home, think Copper Creek Hardware products and MRV Siding Supply. With Copper Creek Hardware, you won't find better quality at twice the price. In fact, you'll get great value for builder-grade door hardware. Plus, all Copper Creek Hardware is backed with a lifetime mechanical warranty and a 5-year warranty on all finishes. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
High school tournament baseball with WKLM Sports and Claxon Communications today. West Holmes and Indian Valley scoreless as the Knights come to the plate. Here in the top of 3, Colston Tenney leading things off, and the lefty swings and misses. That's Spencer Haney's first offering of the third frame. Haney ready, the 0-1. High for a ball. Haney really doesn't waste any time out there, Coach, in terms of some guys will take forever out there on the mound, but once he gets the ball and climbs back on the rubber, he's ready to rock.
And if you're West Holmes, you have to be as annoying as you can be. I'm stepping out. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make you mad at me, that sort of thing. You're not up there to be nice and make it comfortable for the pitcher.
1-1.
He does throw quickly. You're right.
Now he steps back off of the rubber. Now the rain has picked up a little bit. It's not heavy, but it's consistent right now. The 1-1, high ball 2.
Well, I'm not sure if I have to come back tomorrow how to get here because Siri brought me here. I didn't take one main road.
The 2-1 pitch, and, well, they had the wrong count on the scoreboard. They say that's strike 3. So our apologies to you. Yeah, I don't think Siri and Gnaden are two things that necessarily coordinate.
Well, I think I was in West Virginia for a little while, down by Cincinnati, and then I went north and ended up here in Gnaden. I don't know how to spell it even.
That'll be Nate Spring coming to the plate and takes a called strike.
You just keep thinking, okay, something's not right here. I ended up right here eventually.
You got here.
Yep.
Everything's fine. The 0-1 pitch, that is low for a ball.
She doesn't like to take you through Berlin in the afternoon because the traffic goes so slow on 39 there in Berlin.
The 1-1 pitch, kind of a delayed strike call at the letters. So 1-2. West Holmes with certainly a higher than average number of left-handed hitters for a high school team. The 1-2 pitch, that's way outside, is the brother of pitcher Spencer Haney, Skylar Haney, has to come out of that catcher's crouch to grab it.
How many balls do you think those two brothers have thrown in their life to each other?
Unbelievable. The 2-2. Inside and low, ball 3. And we're not even counting the wiffle balls that they threw in the backyard when they were 5 and 6 years old. The 3-2 pitch, a called strike 3. So 2 up and 2 down, and if you're combining these two teams, the last 6 batters have struck out.
Well, Haney, just watching him, seems like he pitches on emotion. So sometimes if you're West Holmes, you can use that to your favor.
Brock Gallion smacks it to short. Riker Williams fields, fires on to first just in time to get Gallion hustling down that first base line. And the Knights in the third go 1, 2, 3. After 2.5 from Gnadenhutten, it is West Holmes and Indian Valley scoreless with WKLM Sports.
Beachy's Auto Diesel and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of 2 great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Indian Valley left fielder Eric Golder leading off the bottom of the third for the Braves, taking a called strike. Manny Camacho, the 6'7 lefty on the mound, and the 0-1 grounded to second, a diving stop, but unable to throw out. Golder hustling down the first baseline, the sophomore Chris Williams. Coach, even if he comes up with that cleanly, I'm not so sure that he throws him out anyway.
He made a nice stop. He really hasn't played much second base this year. He's been on the bench most of the year, so made a nice stop to get it. We kind of got spoiled watching the second baseman for the Guardians the last few years.
And then we traded him.
Andres Jimenez, yeah.
Don't even give me tone about that. Showing bunt, and now they're going to throw down to second, and he gets in ahead of the tag. Then the ball scoots into center field, so Golder will be at second.
I guess you call that a stolen base. We've seen that before this year. Manny's got a really good pickoff move, and just you almost have to go in first movement if you're the runner, because he was dead to rights there for sure. As soon as he goes, just take off and hope the first baseman doesn't make the throw, and he didn't. If you're the Braves, this is your chance right here. Probably a bunting situation. Number 8 hitter up.
That's Cam and Emma, the right fielder. Runner in scoring position. Camacho glances back at second. They'll show bunt and bunt it foul. Coaching at third base for the Braves, acting head coach Tyan Emma. And at first base, Derek Cummings. And when Derek was an athlete here at Indian Valley back in the early O's, he was tremendous. A great baseball player, a very good football player. Camacho checking in with catcher Jefferson Yoder. Pitching from the stretch. That pitch called strike on the outside corner, and Manny pitching today for the first time from the stretch. Now Tyan Emma's not happy with that call, and he's saying he pulled it back, and the umpire's saying no, he didn't.
You know, that first bunt went in the dugout. It drives me crazy. Kids try to put the ball right on the line, and then they miss, and it goes foul. Put the ball back at the pitcher, and then if you miss, it's still fair.
Next pitch, a called strike 3. So the Braves unable to advance the runner, Golder, and that'll bring Kylan McDonald, the number 9 hitter and the Ivy second baseman, to the plate.
Yeah, that was not a good at-bat for Cam and Am by any means. Fouled it off and then took 2 strikes when you're trying to move the runner.
McDonald waiting patiently. Camacho taking his time on the mound. The ball bunted, and that'll be just foul. It bounced fair about 3/4 of the way down the baseline, but then the third baseman, Morgan Smith, standing in foul territory, grabbed it.
See, if I'm coaching, I'm always a couple batters ahead. I'm saying, okay, we're going to get the 9-hitter around. That stud quarterback's coming up on deck. We're putting him on. We're pitching to the 2-hitter, McCreary. I got that all in my head already. Too many coaches just play on what's happening there. You got to be batters ahead, actually sometimes innings ahead. That's how I see all this unfolding.
Camacho with the 0-1 pitch, again showing bunt and pulling the bat back is McDonald as the count goes to 1-1.
I don't know how good that quarterback is, but you're a quarterback on a state championship team. I'm not pitching to you with first base open. You're an athlete. Guys like that get hits. They do.
They're just winners.
They are.
The 1-1 pitch, again showing bunt, bunting it foul is McDonald as he's now down in the count at 1-2. Coach, I'm not going to ask you what the differences are from when you started coaching and assistant coach, but when you played in high school, and we'll get to this after this batter, what are the biggest differences in the game from then until now?
Well, keep in mind I coached at Triway in the 80s. I was the head coach there for 8 years.
The 1-2 pitch, that ball gets away, and easily advancing down to third base is Golder.
Pass ball. I'll tell you I was on a coaching for 28 years, so that's a long time. The biggest difference is the bats. At Triway, they just had aluminum bats come out for the first time. We had 35 home runs one year. That's a lot of home runs. At West Holmes, I think in 7 years of coaching, we hit maybe 5. You know, the bats are dead. That's the biggest difference.
Interesting. The 2-2 pitch from Camacho, a swing and a miss. He foul tipped it, and behind the plate, Yoder hanging on to it. So now 2 outs in the inning. And out of 7 outs so far, out of 8 outs so far, 7 of them have been strikeouts. Now Riker Williams to the plate.
Remember I told you I'm not letting this kid beat me.
Camacho's first pitch to him called strike on the inside corner. In his first at bat,
struck out.
And we're not laughing at Riker, but
no,
I mean
we're not.
when you're facing Camacho, it's tough not to.
Yeah. Maybe you do pitch to him.
The 0-1, that ball fouled off and out of play high over the first base dugout of West Holmes. 0-2.
See, now you can pitch around him and just not throw him a strike and make him fish. You got him 0-2. I wouldn't give him a fastball down the middle. Some breaking balls, we'll see what happens.
The 0-2 pitch down low. Good job. Now they got the runner hung up.
Him throw it.
Throw it down to third base. And they say safe. Diving back in ahead of the tag was Golder, and he's very fortunate that he didn't get caught.
The Braves are living right today. I have no idea what he was doing. Certainly wouldn't be squeezing with 2 strikes.
Williams ready. Camacho ready on the mound with the count 1-2. A Brave runner at third. The pitch, grounded foul, and Ty Enamel wanted to make a play on that. Let it go.
He fought that pitch off. He's probably going to come back with a fastball. West Holmes, 2 mistakes this inning. The first baseman throwing the ball to second away, and then the catcher not throwing when he should have right there. So much of the game's pitch and catch. It really is.
1-2, the count remaining on Williams. Camacho's next pitch popped up very high on the infield. The shortstop calling for it and makes the catch. Brock Gallion to end the inning. We've completed 3 in historic Gnaden, and we're scoreless. West Holmes and Indian Valley with WKLM Sports.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Logan Zoller is leading off for West Holmes here in the top of the fourth inning. I'm Bill Morgan with former Knights coach Bill Pym, and Logan singled in his first at-bat against Haney, and he line drive but snagged by Riker Williams at short.
Well, 2 innings in a row, we've hit the first pitch with an out each time. Well, that ball was a shot by Logan. Had a lot of success in football. This is his first year playing baseball since junior high. Had some knee problems this season. But he's back in the lineup, hitting the ball pretty well. Here's your quarterback right here. Speaking of quarterbacks, number 12 for the Knights.
Morgan Smith reached via fielder's choice in his first at-bat. Haney's second pitch off the plate. So 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's throwing some funky pitch there. It's got no spin in it. I don't quite know what it is. I don't think it's a knuckleball, but it's not moving much.
The 1-1 ball bounced up the middle, and that's going to sneak into center field for a West Holmes base hit for Morgan Smith. So 2 at-bats. Morgan's been on base 2 different times. And our baseball coverage today with WKLM being served up by MRV Siding Supply. And also the great folks at Pomerene Hospital in Millersburg.
Well, the thing about tournament, you bring some of your JVs with you. We always brought the whole 22. If I could dress 22, I brought 22. And you say, somebody on that bench can steal me a base here. And if you got him, this is the time to use him.
Throw over to first base, back safely is Smith. Manny Camacho at the plate. Manny fanned back in the first inning to end the frame.
I dress runners all the time. Your job today is going to be to pinch run, steal me a base.
Pitch to Camacho, way outside and low, and a good job by Skylar Haney behind the plate, not letting that skip to the backstop and cost the Braves a base.
You know why he caught that? Because his brother and him have thrown 1,000,000 balls in the backyard.
That is great insight.
It's truth.
Well, it really is. And Spencer Haney steps off, looks over, and quickly back to the bag was Morgan Smith. Spencer Haney ready. The pitch. High for a ball.
Another one of those balls that didn't spin.
Camacho climbing out of the box, steps back in. Haney looks at first, and his 2-0 pitch. Camacho, a long blast to center field, way back, and that ball's going to be gone, a home run.
Oh, my.
To the deepest part of the park, Manny Camacho hits a 2-run monster home run, and West Holmes takes a 2-0 lead on the Camacho absolute blast to dead center.
Holy cow. That changed things in a hurry.
Well, Austin McCreary started back. He looked like he was drawing a beat on it, but that thing carried right out of here to center field. So, striking first, West Holmes. They lead 2-0 top of the fourth inning, and that'll bring the catcher Jefferson Yoder to the plate. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Haney's first pitch to him. There's a long drive to left field. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. So Yoder digging around first, and he'll go in to second with the slide. So back-to-back blast for West Holmes, a home run, and a double to the wall in left for Jefferson Yoder.
Yeah, like I say, I don't know if he's throwing a knuckleball or not. It's doing something funny, but if you're going to throw a knuckleball, you got to take some speed off of it. He's trying to throw it at the same arm action as he's throwing his fastball. And it's not coming in quite as quick as a fastball would. And West Holmes is just sitting on it. Knuckleballs are off speed and they flutter, you know.
Cooper Booth, first baseman to the plate, grounded out to Riker Williams at short. And his opening at bat that was in the second inning. West Holmes up by a pair, 2-0. First pitch, a strike. Haney checks in with brother Haney, catching behind the plate. The pitch, and that's way upstairs and out of the zone.
And now if you're West Holmes, you're thinking, okay, I'm not satisfied with 2 runs. And we talked earlier about being annoying at the plate. I'm going to step out. I'm going to get you to think about what's going on a little bit here. Try to get to him. If you're Haney, you got to keep your composure and just come back with strikes.
That ball getting away and hustling down to third base is Jefferson Yoder. So now a potential third West Holmes run here in the fourth inning, 90 feet away.
Good time if you're the coach for Indian Valley to come out and settle him down a little bit. Here he comes.
It's like you've coached a few times.
It makes an amazing amount of difference just coming out and talking, settle him down.
High school tournament baseball on WKLM Sports.
I don't know this pitcher well enough in his makeup, but, some pitchers you talk to one way and other pitchers you talk to another way. Some need settling down. Some people need a kick in the rear end, Some of my conversations on the mound can't be repeated on the radio. Let's just put it that way.
Kilpuck Savings Bank, one of our sponsors, as are the great folks at MRV Siding Supply. And I've been fortunate enough in my broadcast career, Coach, to do some women's NCAA Division I basketball at the University of Akron, and their all-time winningest coach, Jody Kest. I'll get back to that thought in a moment. The pitch from Haney, that's down low and in, and Haney slips and goes down. He looked like he might be hurt, Coach. And he's kind of reaching for that left knee. Infield umpire Bruce Walker calling out some of the Indian Valley coaching staff, but what Coach Kest told me was exactly what you said, Bill. She had players that she had to kind of put her arm around and give a pat on the backside to, but she had some players that she had to kind of get in their face. She said it all depended upon the player.
I used to referee women's basketball, and I had Jody Kest, I'm going to say, at Mercyhurst or Gannon, one of those two. Gannon?
Your memory is
How am I doing?
stellar. Really good. She was at Gannon earlier in her career.
Yeah, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And then she went to Akron. I was there when she took the job at Akron, so she was easy to work for. That's all. I remember coaches like, were they easy to work for or not? She was always so polite and really good coach.
Well, I think we're going to see a pitching change. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back and tell you who the new pitcher is for Indian Valley. Right now, we are in the top of the fourth inning with West Holmes leading Indian Valley 2-0 on WKLM Sports.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Save $500 on a matching GE full-sized washer and dryer set, now just $5.99 each. Save $1,100 on a 27 cubic foot stainless steel GE French door refrigerator, now just $14.99. With summer grilling season here, get free assembly on all Weber grills and Blackstone griddles. We offer free in-carton drop-off on all appliances or have our dedicated delivery team professionally install your appliance purchase. Qualified customers get 0% financing through May of 2020. 2026. So visit us today or shop 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Well, unfortunately, we have an injury, and Indian Valley is going to see Spencer Haney lead the game from the pitching mound, and coming in to replace him, the young man who had been in center field, Austin McCreary. As you can see him warming up.
You know, our big concern right now is for the health of this young man right here. His slipped down his lead foot, and you got a turf mound. I don't know if it's slippery or what it was, but it slipped, and boy, you sure hate to see that. Keep in mind, he's coming back from an arm injury, and this is his first game back. So we certainly hope he's okay. It looks like might be staying in the game.
I think he's negotiating with Ty and Emma about trying to stay in. Well, but the good thing is, Coach, as you're well aware, and probably most of our viewers and listeners are, they could bring him out and then allow him to re-enter.
Correct. That's one thing about high school baseball you can do. You really can switch your pitchers every batter, go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's a good thing that the Guardians managers can't do that, because he'd probably be doing it. Here, he's something. His substitutions, I'm just so impressed with him, the way he manages. Stephen Vogt, right?
You got it.
Yep, Stephen Vogt. Take a kid like Daniel Schneeman, you know, how many positions does he play? You know, that kid's in the lineup about every day now.
He's doing everything he can, Schneeman, to keep that major league check and not go back to the Clippers and get minor league money.
Right. Is he a great in any position? No. But if you can hit, we'll find a place for you. He's played short. He's played second. The Roquio got sent down, I believe, correct? So
that is correct.
Schneeman and Arias are playing short. He plays center field. I've seen him in left. I've seen him in right. Third base. That's really Major League Baseball today. You got to be versatile and play different positions.
Now, Haney, it appears he's going to stay in the game, and he's going to go to shortstop. Meanwhile, the young man who was at shortstop, we've mentioned him several times so far, I believe Riker Williams is going to center field. Scan the outfield. I knew these binoculars would come in handy at some point in time.
Well, we have a resident Indian Valley student beside us who just knows everything. So,
well, we're just hoping what Logan telling us is true. We start throwing out these facts, and we're hoping somebody doesn't text Casey Claxon or somebody and say McPeek has no idea what he's talking about.
He won't tell us who skipped study hall and, you know, who got detention for throwing spitwads or something like that. He probably knows all that too, but
But, you know, if he throws them under the bus, I'm sure somebody could tell us about perhaps some things Logan has done that were not following the rules of the Indian Valley School District.
I taught school for 35 years, so I know what goes on in study halls, believe me, at lunchtime.
3-1 the count on Cooper Booth. McCreary ready for his first pitch of the afternoon, and that ball misses. Apparently low, so already, and by the way, it seems like 3 hours ago that Manny Camacho blasted a home run to center.
Let's not forget that.
So Jefferson Yoder at third, he doubled in advance there.
If I'm West Holmes, I'm going to make this kid throw a strike before we swing. I know Chris Williams, like I say, hit the first pitch last time. We're gonna see what happens there just by looking at pitches.
McCreary going to gun it over the first, and having to dance over Booth diving back into first base was Maddox Caldwell, and it's a good thing he did, or that ball's down the right field line.
Maddox Caldwell's pretty nimble. He made a nice scoop earlier in the game.
McCreary's pitch down low for a ball. So the visiting West Home Knights trying to do some further damage here in the top of the fourth inning. After having already tallied 2 and have runners on the corners with 1 out. McCreary's next pitch, that ball bounces away. It goes all the way to the backstop. Hustling in from third, diving safely across home plate is Jefferson Yoder to make it 3-0 Knights.
Score that a wild pitch on your scorecard. And like I say, if you're the Knights, you just got to look at pitches now.
The count, Don Williams, 3-0. Cool breeze blowing, and I don't see any more umbrellas up, so I think that's stopped for now. Williams climbing back into that right side batter's box. McCreary glancing back at second. His 3-0 pitch called strike. Williams had started down first base.
That was a ball. That was ball 4. You still might want to look at a pitch here. Maybe 2 pitches.
McCreary from the stretch. The pitch, a swing and a miss by Williams. The count full. So the Knights have plated 3 here in the fourth. The 2 on the Camacho home run. Jefferson Yoder doubled and would eventually score on the ball that got away to the backstop. McCreary's 3-2 pitch, a called strike 3 on the inside corner. So 2 outs in the inning. Booth remains out at second base. That'll bring Colston Tenney to the plate, the left fielder for the Knights, who are up by 3, struck out in his first at bat. Now you get a base hit here out of the infield, that may be your 4th run. Pitch to Tenney, high outside for a ball.
The outfielders certainly look awful shallow for Indian Valley, especially the center fielder and right fielder. Maybe it's hard to tell here. It's a big outfield, I know.
It does look big. The 1-0 pitch fouled into that dirt looking like turf and over to first base, the dugout of the Knights.
Yeah, this certainly isn't one of those small parks where you can easily hit a home run, which makes Camacho's home run that much more impressive. Boy, that ball was jacked.
Oh, he belted it. McCreary ready. Taking a long time, glancing back. The 1-1 popped up high, and that's going to get out of play. To the third base side of home plate. Tenney briefly out of that left-handed side box. I kind of think the count's 1-2. Shows 1-1 on the scoreboard. The next pitch shows what I know. Well, he throws the ball. Okay, that is the 3rd strike. So McCreary fanning 2, but not before West Holmes does damage in the top of the 4th. As they score 3, we head for the bottom of inning number 4. The Knights 3, Indian Valley scoreless with WKLM Sports.
3 runs.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Viker Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and leading off for the Braves, Austin McCreary. Down in the count, 1-2 as the bottom of the frame gets underway. Austin in his first at bat popped out to Brock Gallion at short. The next pitch, he battles that off and fouls that back. So far for West Holmes, 3 runs, 5 hits. They've played errorless baseball. And for the Braves, no runs and a single hit, no errors. The 1-2 pitch chopped foul, and a nice grab down in that third base coaching box by Ty and Emma. So McCreary trying to battle back after initially going down to the count 0-2. That ball missing upstairs, 2-2. Coach, how important is it for the Knights to get back into the dugout without allowing Indian Valley to battle back and get a run or so?
You must have read my mind, because I was thinking the same thing. You want to get this leadoff hitter. You don't want him to score. Don't give him any room to breathe.
The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. So McCreary strikes out, and that becomes the 8th strikeout of the afternoon for Manny Camacho.
That was another nasty pitch. That breaking ball down and in is tough to hit. And here's Spencer Haney up.
Slightly open stance. He was a starting pitcher for Indian Valley. Fouls that back, but then went down with what kind of looked to be a serious injury. So they brought McCreary in from center field to pitch, but Haney, after an extended amount of time, stays in the game. He's playing short now. The next pitch, and boy, that was impressive. And if you're sitting there trying to hit an 88-mile-an-hour fastball, I have no idea, Coach, how you prepare to hit that. The 0-2 pitch hit off of Camacho's leg over to third base to throw on to first base in time. So now let's see if Camacho is okay.
Score that 1-5-3 if you're at home.
So, Coach Miller out and checking on his big, talented junior left-hander.
I pitched in slow pitch softball for a long time. If I had $1 for every time I got hit back up the middle, this ball's off my legs, arms, whatnot, you just play through it.
That's a tough way to get a defensive assist right there.
Line drive to the head's a different story, but those you just fight off. You're playing to advance in tournament right now. I'm sure he'll be fine.
He walks it off, and the umpire's going to let him throw a couple of warm-up tosses. So he threw one, and young Mr. Camacho says, "I'm ready." Coach Miller walking back to the dugout saying, "Good, I can leave him in." He's happy.
Well, back in the old days, they said rub some dirt on it, but I don't know what you tell them with this turf.
Yeah, very good question.
Yeah, rub some rubber on it.
That's why Bill Pimm's getting paid the big bucks by WKLM with that kind of insight. 0-1. Deegan Bieber at the plate, and a swing and a miss. Well, Camacho comes out after having that ball deflect off what looked like his shin, and it appears to be okay. The next pitch, Bieber battling and fouls it off. High above the Knights' first base dugout, the count stays 0-2.
If he hits it going to the right side, he's got a late swing on everything. Knights have to adjust.
Camacho ready. The 0-2 pitch. Low for a ball. West Holmes had 3 in the top of the 4th inning, highlighted by Manny Camacho's 2-run ultra blast to center field. The 1-2 pitch, a called strike 3. So
Wow.
The Braves go down 1-2-3 in their half of the 4th. After 4, it is West Holmes 3 and Indian Valley scoreless with WKLM Sports.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Yes, sir.
Scoreboard's not right out there. It's got 0 for 5th.
We are in the 5th inning.
Who's running the scoreboard?
Indian Valley and West Holmes in sectional tournament baseball action today with WKLM and Claxon Communications. For West Holmes here in the top of the 5th, it's the number 9 hitter, Nate Sprang, then back to the top of the Knights lineup with shortstop Brock Gallion and center fielder Logan Zollers. Austin McCreary on for his 2nd inning of work after starting pitcher Spencer Haney slipped and fell and fortunately appeared to be okay, stayed in the game, and is now at short. McCreary ready, his first offering to Sprang. A called strike. Sprang struck out looking. And his first at bat and takes a called strike there.
Takes a lot of strikes. Too many, really. Took 3 strikes the first time up, and now it's taking 2 here. That's 5. You got to swing the bat.
McCreary checking in with catcher Skylar Haney. And he sends the 2-0 pitch plateboard, called strike 3. Well, credit McCreary coming in from center field, and he has now struck out 3 consecutive nights. That'll bring Brock Gallion to the plate. He was hit by a pitch leading off the game.
This kid will swing, I can tell you that right now.
Grounded out in his 2nd at bat.
Yeah, early in the count.
Pops that up down the first base line, and the second baseman coming over, Kylan McDonald, to make the catch. The 2nd out in the inning. Logan Zollers 1 for 2 today for West Holmes, a line out to short and a single back in the 1st inning.
He's seen 2 pitches, so if you're Indian Valley, throw him something out of the strike zone and see he'll chase. That's where you talk about scouting. You can scout within the game, too.
Swings and misses.
As I was saying, breaking ball down low, and he swung at it. Because he's thinking, I got a hit first time up on the first pitch. I hit a line drive second time up on the first pitch. I'm going to swing at the first pitch again. Well, you got to use that if you're the pitcher for Indian Valley.
The 0-1 down low.
The thing about this kid, he's a football player, been in the weight room, strong. Everything he hits just comes off the bat a little bit harder than most kids.
Ready is McCreary out on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. Missing off the plate. Ball 2.
I mean, he's just a really tough kid, Logan Zollers. He had a gruesome injury to his knees junior year in football. And here he is playing baseball his senior year.
The 2-1 pitch. I'm not real sure where that was, but apparently wasn't in the strike zone. 3-1.
And he re-injured his knee this season and was out for a few games and still had him stealing third base there, so he's got really good speed.
That big brace, as you can see on his left knee. Curry's 3-1 called strike up at the letters. So the count full on Zollers. And obviously, Coach, he must be able to get around because he plays center field for the team.
Started and left this year. They moved him to center.
McCreary's 3-2. That ball fouled off and easily out of play, first base side. So you counting on Siri to get you home, or since she didn't do a very good job getting you here?
I want her to get me to the nearest McDonald's, actually. I think there's one on 36 somewhere around here. I just got to know which direction to go.
Well, here, you need to go turn west on 36.
West?
West.
Okay, west on 36.
And that'll take you down. That ball on a fly into center field. Riker Williams coming over. And he'll make the catch to end the West Holmes fifth. We played 4 1/2. It is West Holmes leading Indian Valley 3-0 with WKLM Sports.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Stop in for Memorial Day sale all this week at Roadie's IGA. Hi, this is Scott Roadie. We have 81% lean family pack fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. USDA choice boneless New York strip steak for $10.98 a pound. Gerber skinless boneless chicken breast, $4.99 a pound. And USDA select boneless whole beef brisket, $4.98 a pound. We also have USDA select beef cube steak, $5.29 a pound. USDA choice beef round sirloin tip roast, $4.98 a pound. And 26 to 30 count Southern Seas cooked shrimp for $6.98. Get these great deals now through Memorial Day at Roadie's IJ Marketplace in Millersburg.
Back to high school tournament baseball. Bill Morgan and Bill Pym breaking down misdirections in terms of how we're going to get Coach home after a stop possibly to McDonald's.
Well, if I see it says welcome to West Virginia, I know I'm going the wrong way again.
Leading things off for the Braves in the bottom half of the fifth inning is Jackson Bircher, the DH. He's batting today for the first baseman, Caldwell. Camacho pitching it from the right side of that rubber in the 0-1, low and inside for a ball.
Well, we talked earlier about West Holmes having to be annoying at the plate, and if you're Indian Valley now, you got to make it uncomfortable for Manny. Step out on him, make him come in the strike zone. Don't let him get in a groove. You got 3 more innings, 9 outs to go. Get 1 or 2 here, and you're still in the game.
1-2, Bircher finding himself down in the count. The pitch from Camacho, and Bircher does a good job fighting it off and fouling it along the ground, first base side.
I say every game coach Darrell Woods is the pitching coach. He really mixes his pitches up well, calls a lot of things backward, we say. He calls curveballs and fastball counts and fastballs and curveball counts. Probably going to see a breaking ball right here.
Camacho, the long look in, and boy, a good job by Bircher of continuing to battle.
Mm-hmm.
Count staying at 1-2. All of West Holmes' runs coming in the top of the fourth. The Camacho 2-run homer helping to lead the charge. That ball's popped up on the infield. The third baseman ranging over and making the grab, still in fair territory, Morgan Smith for the first out of the inning. Bring Skylar Haney to the plate. Haney struck out in his first at bat. The final out of the second inning. Fouls that first pitch off and out of play.
Boy, it sure is beautiful here. Looking at that hill out there in right field, the trees. Man, so scenic here. Is that what they call it, Indian Valley, because it's in a valley?
I would assume so.
I just put that together.
Well,
get the football stadium out in center field, Brotherhood Stadium. I mean, it's just beautiful here. I wonder if the kids that go here realize how lucky they are.
Oh, I think kind of, Coach, when you're used to something like that, maybe not. The 1-1 pitch, swinging and missing.
And trust me, I saw every valley that there was coming down here. It is really a pretty drive.
So the winner of this game will play coming up next Wednesday against the winner of the game being played today between Minerva and Beaver Local.
Winner of that game then would be in the district finals, correct?
You got it. The next pitch, Haney fouling that one off.
I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but, then you're thinking, I think you're playing, Monday, Wednesday, something like that. So how are you going to use Camacho? Can you use him somehow both days? Your pitch counts.
The 2-2 pitch from Camacho, a called strike three on the inside corner.
How many times have we seen that pitch today with 2 strikes? That breaking ball on the inside part of the plate.
Well, and maybe, Coach, and I realize the folks in Millersburg and the surrounding areas are mostly worried about what happens to Manny here at West Holmes, but that's what can take you to success at the next level. If you can throw a breaking pitch for a strike, and, oh, by the way, that fastball.
Yeah, I don't know what a scout's looking for at the next level. I don't know,
Yes, you don't be modest. Yes, you most certainly do. The 0-1 pitch outside for a ball.
What we think's really good sometimes to those scouts, they're like, you're not throwing hard enough, I don't know. I never had too many scouts come to my games when I was coaching. We had one at Triway. They were pretty interested in one of our pitchers. But
there's a fly ball to center field, backpedaling, going on it near the warning track, and that ball is gone. So Indian Valley getting a home run blast off the bat of Eric Golder. That was to center field, a little bit left of the area where Manny Camacho hit the home run. So the Braves get on the scoreboard, and they desperately needed that.
We had a kid in the area when I was at West Holmes, and his family, I knew his family. They asked me if I would call Akron Division I program. The kid's all state a couple years, he's good. And I contacted Akron. They said, nope, he's not good enough for us. I'm like, wow, really? So the level of people that come to the schools is really something. Now, I don't know at Kent State how many 6'7" kids there are that throw this hard from the left side.
That ball popped up. Brock Gallion calling for it. Comes over from shortstop near in front of the second base position to make the catch and end the inning here in the bottom of the fifth. But the Braves strike for the first time this afternoon with a single run on the Eric Golder home run blast. After 5 complete, West Holmes leading Indian Valley 3-1 with WKLM Sports.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
High school tournament baseball today with WKLM Sports and our friends at Claxon Communications. And thanks to the folks from Claxon today, Logan McPeek and Micayela Plants for keeping us moving and grooving on the air. Austin McCreary on for another inning of work for Indian Valley here in the top of the 6th inning. Our coverage today being brought to you in part by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative and the folk at the Holmes County Veterans Services as well. Leading things off for West Holmes, Morgan Smith. Smith today 1 for 2, a single and a fielder's choice, and he was on base when Manny Camacho hit that home run. McCreary, long look into Haney. First pitch of the inning, misses for a ball. The next pitch, inside, ball 2. Head coach Wyatt Miller coaching at third base. Jordan Stutzman coaching down at first base. McCreary ready with the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a miss as Morgan trying to make it a 4-1 game with that swing.
I love it. That's the way I like to see kids swing the bat. I don't care if he hit or not, just swing hard. It's the best swing I've seen him have all year. Swing like that again.
Morgan deep in that right-handed batter's box. McCreary coming sent the 2-1 pitch, low and inside, ball 3. So again, the winner of today's game advances to another round next week against the winner of the Minerva Beaver Local Contest. That game being played today up in Minerva. Three balls and a strike. That next pitch, high, ball 4. So Smith leading off the 6th inning with a walk. Meanwhile, the West Holmes softball team today playing down in Byesville against Meadowbrook. And that'll bring Manny Camacho to the plate. Camacho 1 for 2, a strikeout, and that 2-run home run blast to center. Throw over to first base, and diving back in safely was Smith.
That softball team led by 2 sisters of my former players. There's a Klein, Briar Klein, and there's a Proper.
Camacho lifting that ball on a fly, racing over, trying to get to it, and that ball falling foul. And you start to feel a little bit older, Coach, don't you, when you say things like that? Kids of your former players. I can remember one of the first broadcasts I did for an area radio station coming down here to Indian Valley. Their star basketball player at that time was a young guy named Andy Dean, and he's now coaching somewhere. I mean, you're like, what happened to when these guys were diving back into first base, Morgan Smith?
And when I taught, like I say, 35 years, towards the end there, I'd have kids raise their hand. How many of you did I have your parents in class? And, 3/4 of the class, the hands go up. A couple, I said, I was responsible for getting your parents together in junior high. I'm the reason you're here. They started dating in junior high.
Next pitch fouled off by Camacho.
But when you start having the grandparents in class, okay, maybe it's time to get out.
0-2 on Manny Camacho, trying to battle back against Austin McCreary, the right-hander, who's done a nice job since coming on in relief for the Braves. Morgan Smith leading at first.
Speaking of which, I had Manny's aunts in class, the Bevington girls. So, yeah, small world. He's got a big connection to Triway, Manny Camacho and the Sean Carmichael family and all that.
The 0-2 pitch, low and outside, the throw down to second base, not going to be in time to get Morgan Smith, who gets the steal, and now a runner in scoring position.
Boy, is that good baseball. The only bad thing is I'm not letting Manny Camacho beat me at the plate again. Of course, you got him to 2 strikes, but
sure,
that's just the way you got to think as a manager. Gosh, the kid's already hit 1 out. Am I going to let him hit another 1 out?
McCreary.
He's a good hitter.
Checking in with Haney. Pretty big lead at second for Smith. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss as he chased one down low. Now 1 out in the inning. So when you were at Triway, were you still at Triway when Derek Carmichael played?
No, Derek was Sean's son. I coached Sean, his father, All-Ohio baseball player. I coached him in '85, was his senior year. Phenomenal baseball player and phenomenal career. Phenomenal person, really. And he had 2 sons, Parker and Derek, and Sean actually coached those 2. I had his kids in class, but I wasn't coaching then. Like I said, I was out of coaching for 28 years, so coming back after 28 years, a lot of things had changed.
If I'm not mistaken, and you'll correct me, I believe Derek went on to play at the University of Akron.
He did.
And I was doing baseball for Akron at the time and got to know him a little bit. One of the things I really liked about doing college baseball, you got to travel with the team. Really got an opportunity to know the players more so than just showing up and, they're there. So when you do the road games, you get to find out a little bit more about the players, the coaches, the program. Jefferson Yoder coming to the plate.
Didn't Akron end their program for a while there?
They did.
When Derek was there, I believe, yeah. All those players went elsewhere to different schools. But he's now the coach at Hoban, the head coach at Hoban. Real good coach there, running a very successful program.
The 1-0 pitch, called strike. Yoder in his last at bat would double to the left field wall and eventually score on a ball that got to the backstop.
I always remember when I got out of coaching and then Sean went and played at Akron, and I ran into him the next summer, or actually a couple of years later when I got out of coaching, and he said to me, "You're wasting your talent." I always remember that. He said, "You should be coaching. You're just wasting your talent by not coaching." So it took me a while to get back in, but here I am.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yoder looking out to McCreary, the next pitch, trying to frame it with Skylar Haney, and that was a good effort, but the umpire says no, 2-2.
Well, you've heard me say it a lot today. First base is open. Jefferson Yoder, I'm not going to let him beat me either. Hit a shot down the left field line last time up. He's a good hitter.
McCreary ready, glancing at Smith. The 2-2 pitch, and Yoder asked for time and got it just as McCreary was going into the windup.
You put somebody on here, he got first and second. In high school baseball, it's going to take probably 3 hits for that guy on first to score because the ball doesn't go anywhere. Of course, there's been 2 home runs today, but it's hard to get runs in high school.
Yoder.
Pick-off play there.
Looking out to McCreary, who keeps glancing back to second and swings and misses.
I got to quit saying putting these kids on first base because then they're striking out after I say that.
Send your emails of complaint to WKLM. They will forward them to Bill Pim. I'm sure he will peruse them very carefully.
You get enough of those when you're coaching.
That's what I was going to say. You ignored many of those when you were coaching. You're certainly not going to look at them when you're broadcasting. Now to bring Cooper Booth to the plate. Walked in his last at bat. That pitch goes all the way to the backstop, and Morgan Smith hustles down to third. So now a potential 4th run for West Holmes, 90 feet away. They count 1-0 on Booth, who's grounded out and walked.
When I first started coaching at West Holmes, I had a landline and a cell phone. I didn't give out the cell phone number to anybody. If you're a parent, you want to call me, call the landline because I never answer it. Don't repeat that.
That is a veteran move. The 1-0 pitch. Misses off the plate, 2-0.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do at 9:30 at night when you're watching a good TV show after a tough practice is to have some irate parent want to talk to you. I'm speaking from a coach now.
Oh,
they've all been there. They all know what I'm talking about.
The 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. And one of the things I've talked with coaches and parents and players about over my years of doing this is everybody tends to think, using a basketball analogy, everybody thinks their kid's LeBron. And most of the time you're lucky to be starting in baseball, softball, whatever it is for your high school.
I'll have to say we had really good parents at West Holmes. I really didn't have very many problems with parents. They're really supportive, and just the whole community just loves their teams, and financially they support it, and they go to games and they cheer loud. It really is. My experience at West Holmes was very positive. I have nothing but good things to say about him. And Triway was the same way.
3-1. Sounds like a guy lobbying for his next job to me. The pitch from McCreary popped up, foul and out of play right behind home plate.
You'd have to talk to my wife first before we do that.
Talk to the boss.
She might have a say in that.
Negotiate that with her. Apparently the rain has started back up, so we see the umbrellas right behind the backstop and some down the right field line popped up. The count full. Cooper Booth. McCreary ready, sends that 3-2 pitch to the plate. Lifted up on a fly to left field. Eric Golder is there. He will make the catch to end the West Holmes top of the 6th inning. We head for the bottom of the 6th. West Holmes 3, Indian Valley 1 with WKLM Sports.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes Sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Wayne Door, we are your trusted partner in helping you build your dream home with quality technicians who pay attention to every detail so you won't have to pay costly future repairs. At Wayne Door, we only install high-quality products to protect your family for generations to come. We have your whole house covered with garage doors, windows, and more. So choose the team at Wayne Door. People you can trust since 1973. Visit WayneDoor.com for a free quote today.
Well, Indian Valley has 2 more cracks at it right now, trailing West Holmes 3-1. For West Holmes, all 3 of their runs coming in the 4th inning. And the homestanding Braves got their single run at the bottom of the 5th on an Eric Golder home run. For the Braves, the number 9 hitter and second baseman Kylan McDonald coming to the plate.
Well, if you're Indian Valley, you're only down 2 runs with 2 innings to go, so you got to get this leadoff guy on.
Camacho's first pitch missing. McDonald only 1 at bat so far. He struck out in the 3rd. Camacho's 1-0 pitch, a called strike, 1-1 on McDonald.
Wow. A breaking ball on a 1-0 count to the 9 hitter. That's pretty good to throw that for a strike.
The next pitch missing a little bit inside, apparently 2-1. By the way, if you're a Guardians fan, they've been rained out for the 2nd consecutive day up in Minneapolis, so that will not be happening tonight. That ball bounced toward 3rd, grabbed by Smith, fires on to first base. And a nice play coached by Morgan on that really high bouncer down there.
Yep. Quarterback got an arm.
I hate when the Guardians games get rained out or postponed. That's kind of my social life when I go home. Flip that on the TV.
Thought Minnesota had a dome. That's no more, is it?
Right. That was their old facility, and now they've got a new one in downtown Minneapolis. As Riker Williams comes to the plate. He's popped out and struck out and takes a called strike there.
You know, we talked about the success he's had on the football field. Some other football players. Bircher was a football player. Eric Golder was a football player.
Camacho's next pitch There's a called strike as the big lefty quickly works ahead in the count at 0-2.
Jackson Bircher, also a state placer in wrestling, and Deegan Bieber, state placer in golf. So, a wide range of athletic abilities here on the baseball team for Indian Valley for sure.
And Coach, obviously you've heard this over the years. You've lived it as a coach. Some kids simply know how to win. If you know how to win in one sport, you take that winning attitude, into the next sport.
Sure.
Even if you're better at one than the other. The 1-2 from Camacho, a breaking ball, and boy, a nice job that time by Williams, kind of keeping the hands back and
I had him fold on that pitch for sure.
Fouling it off to stay alive.
Kind of helps at Indian Valley when you got a guy by the name of Grady Kinsey, a running back. I've written down 50 touchdowns and 3,278 yards. Are you kidding me? You probably saw him play, didn't you?
Well, I did. And
is he good? That good?
He's outstanding. And the bad news for Braves opponents, he's back next year. He was only a junior.
Wow. But doesn't play baseball. He's a trackster, huh?
Well, there you have it. Okay. Helps when you're a running back. The 1-2 pitch from Camacho. Well, they say missed 2-2. Well, they appeal down to infield umpire Bruce Marker, who says no, he did not go.
You get a kid that's that good an athlete like that Kinsey, maybe you could play baseball and run track both. We'll work something out with you.
The 2-2 pitch fouled straight back. Riker, the sophomore, on the big rip.
I've never seen the kid. You can't tell me that kid can't hit a baseball. If I give me a couple practices with him, I'll make him into a baseball player. Of course, I'm a little prejudiced towards baseball.
Well, I haven't not noticed. The 2-2 pitch, that's high and out of the zone, full count. Yeah, Coach, I think almost everybody agrees with this, maybe not, that hitting a baseball is the hardest individual thing to do in sports. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I have to agree. It's easier than hitting a golf ball.
The 3-2 pitch from Camacho, a called strike 3.
Nothing against golfers, but that ball's still.
Correct. So, 2 outs, and that'll bring Austin McCreary. And I guess one of the things when I'm making that argument with somebody that disagrees is that in Major League Baseball, if you are successful 30% of the time in hitting that ball, you're a Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. Which means, of course, you fail 70% of the time. McCreary 0 for 2 has popped out to short and struck out and chases that one upstairs. And Austin kind of, I think, shakes his head at himself and says, what was I doing?
Like you say, if you say, man, he's throwing 88 mile an hour, that's slow in the major leagues. These
Correct.
Guys are throwing over 100. You have no time to react. Jose Ramirez, I watched that guy hit. I don't know how he does it. Ball's coming in there 101 mile an hour, and he's fouling it off or getting a piece of every time.
The 1-1 from Camacho misses ball 2.
So many high school hitters and even major leaguers, they have what we call a groove swing, and the ball comes in, they just swing the same place every time. If the ball happens to be there, they hit it. Ramirez adjusts his swing, low or high or whatever, outside. That's why he's such a great hitter.
The 2-1 pitch, a called strike. 2-2.
Now we got the fans riled up. This is what we need here.
That did kind of look inside. The 2-2 as Camacho checks in with Yoder to get the sign. Takes a lot of time, and the pitch. A swing and a miss. So the Braves go 1-2-3 in the 6th. We head for the 7th inning. West Holmes leading by a pair, 3-1 with WKLM Sports.
Ready to hit the road toward a high-demand career? Buckeye Career Center is proud to participate in the Ohio Commercial Truck Driver Student Aid Program. This state-funded initiative helps cover the cost of your CDL training through grants and loans offered by the state of Ohio. Don't miss this opportunity to start a rewarding career. Call Buckeye Career Center's Adult Education Department at 330-339-2288 today to learn more or to apply for the program. You can also visit buckeyecareercenter.org for more information.
Transform your home with the timeless beauty of cedar without the hassle. An MRV Siding Supply with maintenance-free sham-clad shiplap siding. The perfect blend of style and durability. Whether it's for porch ceilings, siding, or shutters, their sham-clad shiplap siding offers the latest designs that everyone is talking about. No staining, no sealing, just stunning, hassle-free elegance. Get the look of cedar and elevate your home with sham-clad shiplap siding today. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Could possibly go wrong now.
High school tournament baseball with WKLM Sports and Claxon Communications. Bill Morgan, along with former West Holmes coach Bill Pym. Change in pitchers as going to the mound, Deegan Bieber for Indian Valley, who had been at third base. That will send the pitcher, Austin McCreary, back out to where he started the game in center field and bring Riker Williams from center field to third base as he goes to his third position here in the game, Riker Williams. Checking the West Holmes lineup as we head for the top of the seventh. The Knights obviously hoping this is the final time they will bat. 7, 8, and 9 in Wyatt Miller's lineup. Scheduled second baseman Chris Williams, left fielder Colston Tenney, and the right fielder Nate Sprang. Williams, 2 at-bats so far, is grounded out to third and struck out. Indian Valley meeting out on the mound before Bieber delivers his first pitch here in the seventh.
If you're West Holmes, you're going to try to steal a run this inning. Get to 7, 8, 9 hitters up. If you're Indian Valley, you're just going to try to
that
get
ball dumped into left center field and falls in for a base hit off the bat of Chris Williams.
How about that? Good for Chris Williams. He's hit the ball hard twice today. Bunting situation. If you're West Holmes, Colson Tenney probably going to be bunting him. Although maybe Williams can steal the base. I'm not sure.
Our high school baseball coverage being brought to you by Finish Line and the Kilbuck Savings Bank. Colston Tenney has fanned in both of his at-bats. One swinging, one looking. Bieber's first pitch to him down low, and Haney fires it down to first, but back in safely with the dive was Chris Williams. Chris thinking, I'm glad I'm safe because I don't want to walk back over to that dugout knowing I got picked by the catcher.
Wow. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there. Make sure the ball's down before you go.
Bieber down in the count, and that pitch.
I thought it hit him.
I did too, but the home plate umpire not indicating as such.
Now if you're the Knights, you might just want to look at pitches. Both those pitches weren't even close. You know, you talk about bunting him here. You may not need to bunt him if he walks you.
Bieber from the stretch. The next pitch, down low.
Yeah. You're looking at pitches now.
3-0, the count. Bieber looking over at first. Williams, who singled to start the frame. Next pitch inside, ball 4. So, Coach, West Holmes, obviously, as you were just alluding to, were able to advance the runner without dropping down a bunt and getting it out.
And I think you're still looking here. There was 4 pitches, and none of them were even close. Most of them were low. Although we got to get Nate Sprang to swing the bat here. But you're going to be looking at a strike, I would think, and then possibly bunt him over. If you're, but like I say, thinking ahead, if I'm in Indian Valley, I'm putting Brock Gallion on. So you got to think about that. If you're Coach Miller, if you bunt the runners over, then they may put Gallion on.
First pitch, a called strike to Sprang. The lanky left-hander plays right field for this Knights team who leads 3-1 here in the top of the 7th, hoping to advance on to a matchup next Wednesday against the Minerva Beaver Local.
This is
Victor.
This is a bunt right here. Mark that down.
He does show bunt and bunts it foul. The throw back down to second base, back in safely, and Chris Williams paying close attention, close enough to the bag to get back safely.
Must not have been foul. They threw it down. The umpire called it, so I don't know.
0-2.
You might want to think about bunting him again here. You know, most people don't bunt with 2 strikes, but, you know, it might be worth a shot.
Bieber checking in with Haney behind the plate, ready to send the 0-2 pitch to the plate. And that ball, a swing and a miss. Got a piece of it, but Haney held on to it. 1 out in the inning.
Well, this kid's been knocking on the door. He's probably going to get a hit right here. Just trying to forecast the future a little bit.
Brock Gallion, 0 for 2, but did reach base in his first at bat of the afternoon when he was hit by a pitch, leading off the game for the Knights.
He's a really good hitter.
Bieber's first pitch to him,
There it
slapped
is.
up the middle, sneaks into center field for a base hit. They are going to stop the lead runner. Williams at third.
Did I say he was going to get a hit?
I'm here now.
Okay.
Patting Bill Pim in the back. Well, that's on one shoulder blade. He's patting himself on the other. So no, but you were right on that, Coach.
It makes that bunt that much more important. You get
Sure.
that bunt down, now you got to run in. You know, you got to execute. The further you go in tournament, the more important those things are.
So the bases are loaded. Williams at third, Teddy at second, Gallion at first as Logan Zollers comes to the plate. He is singled and lined out.
Remember what we said. He hits that first pitch. If it's a first pitch fastball, he's going to hit it.
Pitch missing, a little bit low.
They threw him a breaking ball for a ball. I would think he's going to come back with a fastball right here, and if you're Logan, you're just sitting dead red.
Indian Valley calling timeout to have a discussion. And rain back and picking up a little bit in intensity.
These are the times if you're an umpire, you just don't know what to do. It's starting to rain hard. It's the top of the 7th. It's dark. You don't finish it now. In tournament, you got to come back and finish the game, I'm pretty sure, in Ohio high school. It isn't where you get 5 innings and the game's over. I'm pretty sure you got to play 7, which nobody wants to do.
Bieber looking in after the meeting on the mound. Zollers head on the count, 1-0 with the bases loaded. They throw to third and back in safely was Chris Williams.
Keep in mind, if the game gets moved to tomorrow, per se, Camacho can't pitch tomorrow. The pitch count rule goes into effect. It isn't where you're playing the same game. That doesn't matter. He's thrown more than 30 pitches, so he can't pitch tomorrow. So maybe Indian Valley does want to see it rain.
The next pitch high and inside. Zollers leans back out of the way of that one. 2-0. So Zollers looking out. That ball, fly ball, down the right field line and foul out of play.
We talked about how the ball comes off his bat pretty hard. That ball went a long way down the line. If you're the right fielder for Indian Valley, you kind of would let that go, wouldn't catch it so that they wouldn't tag up. Not sure if he's thinking that way or not.
2-1 the count. Zollers looking out to Bieber, who now looks back at second. The pitch, low ball 3. Well, there's nowhere to put him.
Great game, isn't it? Baseball's just a great game. These are the moments you live for in baseball. As a player, as a coach, as a fan, as an announcer.
The 3-1 pitch. Bounce to first. Nice grab. The throw back to home plate. Not in time, so they get the runner at first, but the runner from third, more importantly, scores. And it's now a West Holmes 4-1 lead with 2 outs in the inning.
I thought that ball was bouncing over his head. That kid's a good first baseman.
It was a nice play for sure by Caldwell down at first.
RBI for Zollers. Now you got runners on third and second. And you got to pitch to Morgan Smith because you know who's on deck.
Smith has reached base in all 3 of his at-bats. Fielder's choice, a single, a walk. Bieber's first pitch to him, a swing and a miss, and his bat goes flying down the third base line and past the dugout, and head coach Wyatt Miller leaves his third base coaching box to go get that bat. And probably somewhere Morgan's parents are going, that bat cost about $550, if not more. Hang on to that thing. Unbelievable. My daughter played high school softball. I guess it's been, about 8 years now, and we paid about $250 for her bat 8 years ago. So I'm sure it's gone way up since then.
I remember when I was in high school at Northwestern, our coach would take us to Pierce's Sporting Goods store in Worcester, Ohio. We go upstairs, and there's just bats everywhere, and we all got to pick on our own bat. I think they were about $7 a piece. I can't make that up.
Oh, yeah, it's
bats,
crazy with it. My wife, who, God bless her, supports her kids, when we went into, I think it was Dick's in Canton, and she saw that bat was $250, I thought she was going to pass out. Smith ready with runners on second and third. The 0-1 pitch low. Nice job by Haney of stopping that, knocking it down.
Yeah, the school paid for it. Every kid got a bat paid for it. Now, if you broke it, you were kind of on your own for the second bat.
Sure.
But they were, I think, $7. What a thrill to go up and top of Pierce's Sporting Goods.
Oh, yeah.
Bats everywhere.
The next pitch, foul. Boy, that went right off the mask of Haney. These guys who are catchers are tougher than nails.
They ought to get paid more in the major leagues, I always said. I mean, gosh, guy in right field just standing there the whole game not doing a thing. These catchers, every play, how's that okay? Who's that, Soto for the Mets? What's he making?
A big money. The 1-2 pitch from Bieber. Wow, missing.
Did you see where he played against the Yankees and
all
the Yankees fans turned their back on him?
They were all over him. Yeah. I think probably what Soto makes in a year is about half the gross national product of all of Holmes County.
There's a quote.
2-2. Smith trying to help the Knights add another here in the top of the 7th. Bieber checks with Haney. The pitch. Misses off the plate. Count now full. Now, and I'm sure acting head coach Anama says, you know what? Throw this guy a strike. Bieber ready to try and do just that. The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard. Past the diving shortstop into center field. That's 1 run. They're going to try and make a 2. The throw to home plate.
Save.
Not in time.
Wow.
Great hustle from second base. Brock Gallion scoring. So West Holmes building that lead to 6-1 on the 2-run single off the bat of Morgan Smith.
Big hit by Morgan Smith. Great job of coaching by Coach Miller with 2 outs. We always let those ponies run, and that was a pony on second base. That boy can fly. Beat the throw, head first, slide, safe. Yeah, this is what baseball's all about.
That'll bring Manny Camacho to the plate. First pitch, high for a ball. And Manny, in terms of his plate appearances, it's been all or nothing today. Has sandwiched an absolute bomb to center field in between a pair of strikeouts. 1-0. Smith at first, Camacho at the bag. Interestingly enough, for West Holmes, they've got 6 runs. They've had 3 in their 2 scoring innings, 3 in the 4th, 3 here in the 7th. That pitch bouncing to the backstop, and Smith going to hustle to second. He'll round second, and Coach Miller says, hang on right there. Well, fortunately, for the most part, I think the heavier rain that we were getting near the start of the inning has slowed way down. Spencer Haney comes into the mound to talk with Bieber. Spencer Haney was the talented Brave that started the game on the mound before banging himself up a little bit when he slipped on a pitch delivery. 2-0 to Manny Camacho. Ready is Bieber on the mound. Pitch to Camacho, called strike, and you don't see that too often where a batter nods his head and say, yeah, that was a strike.
It was a nice pitch on a 2-0 breaking ball.
2 balls and a strike on Camacho. Smith leading out at second. The pitch inside, ball 3. Two outs in the top of the 7th. The Knights have plated 3. The 3-1 pitch called strike. Now, the only problem with being 6-7 is that that pitch was probably a strike. Now, if you're 5'9", that's up at your batting helmet. The 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. But the Knights do plenty of damage here in the 7th as they score 3 times, and we head for the bottom of the 7th. The Knights 3 outs away from advancing as they lead the Braves 6-1 here with WKLM Sports.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Highland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
We go to the bottom of the 7th, and West Holmes, if they can garner 3 outs before Indian Valley scores 5 runs, will advance on to action coming up next Wednesday against the Minerva Beaver local winner. So Manny Camacho trying to get a complete game victory. For Indian Valley, Spencer Haney going to lead things off. Haney, in his 2 previous at-bats, struck out and grounded out. First pitch high for a ball. Today's play of the game brought to you by Kaufman Realty and Auctions, your complete real estate and auction service. Visit their website at kaufmanrealty.com. That pitch fouled off and back. Again, that's kaufmanrealty.com or call 888-852-4111. We'll give you our play of the game in a moment. 1-1 on Haney. Camacho's next pitch down low, ball 2, but Manny Camacho's 2-run home run to center field, our Kaufman Realty play of the game. There's been a lot of big plays, but Coach, that one really kind of spurred the offensive attack for the Knights today.
Absolutely. It came out of nowhere.
The 2-1 pitch bounced foul over toward the Braves' third base dugout. Thanks to Kaufman Realty for sponsoring our play of the game.
Like we said at the time, you just don't see home runs in high school too often. It's nice to see Spencer Haney stay in the game, still in there. That looked a lot worse than it turned out to be, for sure.
2-2 pitch, high, ball 3.
Glad the young man's doing okay.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Haney, leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Braves. Camacho's next pitch, inside, ball 4.
Got his first walk of the day, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just scanning my scorebook, which will never win awards for neatness. But you're right, it is his first walk of the game.
Here comes your pinch runner. Bronco Braun, sophomore, number 5.
So he will go down to first, to run for Haney. No doubt a good call after Haney was certainly hobbled when he injured himself on the release of that pitch. Deegan Bieber going to come to the plate. So far in his 2 go-rounds with Manny Camacho, he's fanned looking both times.
Coach Woods out there, we talked about how sometimes the coach going out and talking to the pitcher can really change the complexion of the inning. And he's not going to let anything dumb happen here for sure. It's an awful big lead for the guy on first when you're down 6 or down
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale going on now through June 4th. Save $500 on a matching GE full-sized washer and dryer set, now just $5.99 each. Save $1,100 on a 27 cubic foot stainless steel GE French door refrigerator, now just $14.99. With summer grilling season here, get free assembly on all Weber grills and Blackstone griddles. We offer free in-carton drop-off on all appliances or have our dedicated delivery team professionally install your appliance purchase. Qualified customers get 0% financing through May of 2026. So visit us today or shop 24/7 at MillersburgElectric.com, celebrating 80 years of business.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
At Millersburg Tire Service, we've been serving and supporting the farming community since 1953. We have over 200 years of combined ag experience to get you the right tires at the right price. Our inventory includes over 1,500 large farm tires and most tires for your implement and commercial needs. With rising prices and market uncertainty, you have the opportunity to take advantage of some of the best deals of the year right now. You can get up to $300 off select Firestone radials until May 31st. Come see us on State Route 39 east of Millersburg or give us a call at 674-1085.
Vickers Sand and Gravel Incorporated has been serving the central Ohio areas of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They're a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mac Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mac Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mac Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
The post-game show continuing, being brought to you by Pomeranian Hospital. West Holmes advancing onto the next round of the sectional tournament as they pick up a 6-1 victory today over Indian Valley down in Gnadenhutten. Time now for our player of the game, being presented to you by Buckeye Deli and the Patio. It's where great food meets great times, from delicious mouth-watering pizza and bar snacks to milkshakes and other beverages. Congratulations to West Holmes' junior Manny Camacho on being the Buckeye Deli and Patio player of the game. He was the winning pitcher, firing a complete game, striking out 12 and allowing only 2 hits and 1 run. And at the plate, Camacho got the offense started for West Holmes as he belted a long 2-run homer to center field. Manny Camacho is the player of the game, brought to you by Buckeye Deli and the Patio. You're locked in to our post-game show being brought to you by Pomerene Hospital in Millersburg. The scoring in this game saw West Holmes strike first as they would score 3 runs in the 4th inning. Indian Valley would get their only run of the game in the 5th on a home run belted to left field by Eric Golder that cut that advantage to 2 runs at 3-1. But then the Knights would score 3 in the top of the 7th to put the game away and finish with a 6-1 victory. You're locked into our Pomerene Hospital post-game show and final numbers on the afternoon for the winning Knights who pick up their 12th victory on the campaign. Wyatt Miller's team, 6 runs on 7 hits. They played errorless baseball. And for the Braves, who see their season end at 15-7, 1 run, 2 hits, and the Braves played errorless baseball. Again, our thanks to you for watching and listening throughout the course of the day. You've been listening to the Pomerene Hospital post-game show on WKLM, and keep listening to WKLM and finding out what's happening on Facebook and their website as the opportunity for West Holmes now advancing on. They'll play next Wednesday against the winner of the Minerva matchup today with Beaver Local. That game will be at West Holmes. I believe that's the situation. If not, Matt Croy will get that all corrected coming up in the next 24 to 48 hours. West Holmes a winner today, 6-1, and my thanks to Bill Pym, our color analyst, doing a great job, and the staff from Claxon Communications, Logan McPeek and Micayela Plants, for keeping us on the air. West Holmes a winner today, 6-1 over Indian Valley.
Thank you for watching high school baseball from your hometown radio station, FM 95.3 WKLM.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.
I ran through so many ads trying to get her on with
Okay, question, what time?
7:20.
Okay. Do you think you can get out of here in 10 minutes?
I can get out of here in 10 minutes?
Like, do you think we can, like, be done?